And it's a pleasure to have our special guest, Professor Olufunke Oladipupo, who will be speaking to us on the topic, current purpose and future need. Data science, current purpose and future need. I'm going to quickly start with Professor's bio. Professor Olufunke Oladipupo is a professor of computer science, artificial intelligence and data management, Convenant University, Ota, Ogun State, with reputable high-impact publications and years of university teaching experience. She is the present head of the Department of Computer and Information Science at Convenant University. She holds BSc in Computer Science from University of Ilorin, Kwara State, MSc Computer Science from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, and PhD in Computer Science from Convenant University, Ota, Nigeria. She is professionally certified in IBM Predictive Analytic Model. She has certificates in predictive analysis and data mining, text mining, and analytics. And text retrieval from search engines from the University of Enos at Opera, jumping by Coursera. He also possesses Coursera Master Certificate in Hard Science, teaching online. Our research interests and teaching areas include data mining, data science, machine learning, multi-criteria decision making, intelligent system, and perpetual computing in education and medical domains. She is a member of Computer Professional Registration Council of Nigeria. She's also a member of research body such as multi-criteria decision making, SMCSTC on soft computing. She is a member of the editorial board of a number of local and international journals. She's happily married with children. So I think based on this, I once again welcome Professor into our midst. Ma, what is, over the discussion from here? Let's know about, let's have a conversation on the understanding of data science, current purpose, and future needs. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the introduction. Today, we are here for data science, current purpose, and future needs. And there are a lot of things we'll be looking at as we proceed in this topic. From here, I have this diagram. This picture is actually giving the summary of everything about today's lecture. The purpose of data science. We start from the extraction, starting from the extracting of the data to the data analysis and pre-processing, and moving along to generating insights from the data that we have already captured. That is just the summary of what data science is all about, the purpose of data science. So for this presentation, I have this outline to follow through. We're going to look at the motivation for data science. What is data science? Data science life cycle. What is data science for? Data science in the present. What is the data science future needs? And how do we meet the needs of the future? And we run to conclusion. Motivation for data science. Before, what we know about data, data is seen as the new gold that we need to mine. But in this fourth industrial revolution, it's not only the gold that we need to mine. Data is now the new electricity that powers the industries. This is the era of artificial intelligence and big data. And there are massive data explosion that has resulted in the combination of new technologies and smart products, which is actually giving advantage, to the power that we can actually garner from the data. So around 2.5 exabytes of data is created each day through different medium and through different means. So the need for data has risen tremendously in the last decades. So many companies have centered their businesses on data. So which made data to be the new electricity for the industries, is the new generating power for the industries. So data has created new sectors in the IT industries. So to move forward, what is data science? I believe it's important for us to establish the context for this presentation. Data science is the domain of study that deals with vast, massive amounts of data using various scientific approaches, processes, machine learning algorithms, modern tools, and techniques to uncover business insights, derive meaningful information, and turn them into actionable solutions for smarter business decisions. Key points from this definition: data is very crucial. Processing is very important. And uncover business insights is very important in data science. And it does not stop there. After uncovering the business insights, there must be actionable solution derived from it in order to enhance business decisions. So data used for analysis can come from many different sources and presented in various formats. That is the duty and the purpose of data scientists in order to be able to manipulate this. So let's look at the data science life cycle. From different backgrounds, from different perspectives. Some view it in 6 components, some view it in 7 components, but all boils down to the same thing. In this presentation, I want us to look at it in 5 perspectives. The first thing in the life cycle of data science is to be able to define and understand the problems. Looking into the industry or in any domain where you want to do the data science, you need to understand what is the problem, what is the need from the perspective of the client that you want to actually do the analysis for. By the time you understand the problem, that will give insight to so many things. And that can actually motivate the data collection. That is collecting data to meet the specific need of the problem that you are trying to unravel. You are trying to propose solution for. Data science is all about solution and it's all about enhancing business decisions. The third component is data cleaning. Because in data science, one important thing is the quality of the data determine the quality of your results. And it actually determine the quality of the inference and the decision that you can make from that particular inference. So data cleaning and preparation is the next component that is very, very germane in the life cycle of data science. From there, we move to the exploration of data, You want to view your data, you want to know what the data is saying. It's better to know more about that data in order to be able to know which perspective you want to take to solve the problem. So the last component I have here is model building and deployment. Model building is all about knowing the problem that you want to solve, know the data that is available. You've already explored your data, you know the type of data you are dealing with. Then you need to build a model. A model is actually the backbone of the solution making. That is where you can actually engage different approaches, different methods, different techniques. It could be predictive, it could be regression, it could be qualitative. At that point, you want to build a model to solve the problem. And after building the model, you need to deploy the model. Deployment can come in any form. In deployment, you need to communicate. You need to have your data reporting. You need to report what you have actually perceived from the model, the pattern, the insights you have been able to capture from the data, there is need for you to analyze it, to deploy it and communicate to the clients. We have a model and the model is working. Until the model is actually being communicated appropriately to the clients, they may not even have the understanding, and it might not even be useful. So there is need for deploy. So the end product of data science is your reporting, your communication, how you can actually present the problem to the community or to your clients. So from there, we need to see the data science in today's world. What are we doing now? What is the impact of data science in today's world? The development of big data, data analysis, and quantitative statistics has given rise to data science. It has really opened up data science in a very big way. So data science has transformed operations for business all over the world, not only in a particular region, all over the world. Data science, it has really transformed the perspective of the business in different domains, in transportation, in healthcare, manufacturing industries, in finance, environment, sectors, research, and education. Data science has really contributed tremendously in all the domains. So let's look at what data science is actually useful in this present world. What is it useful? The purpose of data science is to find patterns. Finding pattern is the purpose of data science. That is the basic purpose of data science. Finding insights, deriving insight from the data. And this can be done in four main ways of analysis. It could be through the explorative analysis. It could be through the diagnostic analysis. It could be through the predictive analysis. And it could be through the prescriptive analysis. I will just take it one by one to expatiate more on each of these components. Now, when we talk about explorative analysis, is majorly a way of examining data to gain insight into what happened or what is happening in the data environment. When you have captured your data set, the data is not just captured. Your data is captured based on the problem that you want to solve, the perspective of the problem that you have gotten from maybe from the company, from the organization, from the sector. Then you want to explore the data. You want to know, what is this data saying? There are a lot of information in the data. If you don't dig down, if you don't explore, you might not be able to see it. And in most occasions, that from experience, when you explore your data, we got more insight that are really solved so many problems. So data exploration is a good analysis that needs to be done first, even before you start building your model. And this can be done through your data visualization approaches, such like pie charts, bar charts, line graph, tables, and generative narrative. For instance, a flight booking service may record data like the number of tickets booked each day. So explorative analysis will reveal booking spikes. By the time you plot your line graph, it will be able to show you a lot of things. By the time you plot your pie chart, it will be able to show you a lot of things. You can know when, at a particular point of the year, do we have the booking spike? You want to know the performance by month. So your explorative analysis can actually reveal to you. There are different explorative analysis methods as we get along. So this gives you insight. So what your data is saying, what is really happening. It's an eye-opener when you are actually doing analysis from experience. The next thing is your diagnostic analysis. It goes beyond what is data saying. You want to look at why is this thing happening. Whatever you are able to discover from your data, you want to know the reason for it. Why do we have a spike? What is the reason around the spike in these booking flights? So the diagnostic analysis is where we get along with that. And this could be done through your drill down processes, data discovery, and data mining and correlation analysis. You can actually get more insight from this. For instance, the flight service might drill down on a particular high-performing month to better understand the booking spike. That what is the importance of this spike? What actually caused this? So it's in diagnostic analysis that we engage that. For instance, if I'm doing regression analysis and I have some data, maybe the data points that actually comes outside my regression line, I want to investigate that. I want to know the reason why this is not captured. If I have my clustering charts and some data points, data objects are being standing alone, I want to investigate why, what is really happening, what is this for? You know, you can have these outliers for some reasons. In fact, in sometimes we have noticed that when you have such outliers, it could indicate fraud in any sector. So diagnosis analysis is what actually gives expression to that in data science. Another one is predictive analysis. I know most time we are familiar with this predictive analysis because it's a section of data analysis that actually gives prediction. You know, want to make forecast about data pattern that may occur in the future. This is what the data is saying now. From what the data is saying now, can we have insight to what will happen in the future? That is predictive analysis. For example, the flight service team might use data science to predict flight booking pattern for the coming year in order to actually prepare for what will happen in the new year. So predictive analysis is where we do prediction. We want to predict for maybe for a banking loan, who will default, who will not default. We want to predict to see this particular thing, what is going to happen, what will be the weather by tomorrow. You know, predictive analysis is where what caters for all this in data science, and it has actually spoiled the industries for so many insights. We have the prescriptive analysis. This actually encapsulates everything in data science, and beyond diagnostics, you want to make inference from what you have been able to identify, and you want to give an insight that, okay, if this is what this data is predicting for us, do we have an optimal response? Can we have the best performance from this? That is where the prescriptive is actually coming along. So from there, I want to just go more into the manifestations of data science in this present days, in this present era. Like data science is doing a lot. For instance, improving decision-making in critical domains, is improving decision-making in businesses in different areas, you know, give more understanding, better understanding to complex systems, is increase efficiency, improve risk management. You know, you might not need to leave your house and apply a particular road. From data science, you can know that don't take that route. That route, there is traffic jam, there is go slow. There could be prediction like that is actually give you an insight. So we have improved in risk management. We have better customer experiences. You know, it gives us understanding about our customers and how better we can actually manage it. And there are innovations. So let's look at some of the data science current purpose. So data science is used for solving a wide range of business application problems in making sensitive and smart decisions. You know, this includes predictive analytics, machine learning, data visualization, recommendation system, fraud detection, sentiment analysis, and decision-making in various industries. So there are some current business problems. I would like us to go through some problems that we use data science to solve now. Like I've talked about forecast, we can also forecast sales. For instance, if I want to go in a new business, I want to introduce a new business into my business. I want to go into a new business. I might not just dabble into it. For instance, we have different branches of, let me look at maybe Just Right. I want to open up a new Just Right location in a particular place. The best thing you can do is to actually carry out this analysis of that particular environment before you can actually open. You can investigate to be able to forecast, okay, if we go in this route, do we are we going to make an headway in citing that location there? So you can forecast sales that, okay, if you go into this business now, what will be the price for this thing in the next time? So it's used for forecasting. Another one is, why is our sales dropping or decline? You can investigate. Data science is helping us to investigate into that. Why is our sales dropping or decline? Explorative analysis can actually be used for that. We are predicting sales from cross-selling of products from historical information. We want to predict sales, predicting the impact of discounts on sales in retail outlets. Maybe when you have discounts, you want to see how is this discount influencing our sales, estimating the profit of sales adventure. All this could be done through data science, through data science. And there are different techniques that we can use for it. As I have here, for forecasting, you can use time series. For your explorative analysis, you can use display analysis, visualization techniques to actually achieve that. Also, there are problems like, how does promotions embark my sales? There are different promos, like MCM now, there are different promos that are just bringing up. Before the promo will come up, they can actually forecast that. They can predict that how would this promo embark or influence our sales positively. One thing is, for every organization that wants to engage data science, is to maximize profits and to minimize risk and cost. So everything is leading to increase the profit margin for that organization. So before you can do anything, you want to know, so that you want to reduce the risk of launching into a new product or a new investment. So who buys our products or on promotions, or who are our customers? When you know your customer, you can actually serve them better. When you know who your customers are, you can serve them better. At the same time, your innovations can actually tend towards your customers, which is an important area in data science. That you do an intentional adverts, intentional customer-related adverts and promos, because you know them. For instance, through data science, I can know that my best customers are students. So if I want to do any promo, my promo should be centered on students. If I know that my best customers are women, my promo should center on them. And how do you know this? Because it's not one or two customers that you're dealing with. They are online customers that you cannot even imagine, you cannot even know them. So from the data you have collected from the online transaction, you can actually investigate that, and you can know what you can actually get from them. Also, which type of display works better? For instance, our social room mining approach, you can use it. You want to know that in your shopping mall, how do I display? When I display, what are the items that customer can come and buy together? Naturally, you might not be able to pick, because the relationship between items is actually a determinant of the environment. If you are living in an environment that most of them are bachelors, you must know the item they'll be looking for. I know the one that goes together. When they buy egg, they want to buy bread and butter. But when you are in an environment that most of them are married women and this, you will not see them buying bread and you know what they'll be buying together. So you might not be able, they are not trivial. So there is need for a science that can dig down into what transaction is, or what is actually transpiring in that environment. Data science is doing that now. Now we have solutions to data science, and there are testimonies of performance of data science in that era now. Also, segmenting customers of different products is also what the data science is actually doing now. Discovering the most influential customers, prospect of a store or social media. For instance, you can do target marketing. I might not want to advertise to everybody, but there is somebody that's very influential in your network. So once you drop that advert there, you could be assured that everybody will get it. So how do you identify such a person? You know, social network analysis can actually give you an exposure to that, and it's a data science method. Also, discover the most influential staff. You know, it's also what data science is actually doing in the present. Is what data science is actually doing in the present. So let's look at some current applications. In that sector, data science is actually working. You know, by now you can predict a lot of things through the data, and you know, before there could be inadequacy of data, but now data are being generated every time. So we have more than enough data that can actually be used in the health sector, even in gaming. You know, videos and computer games are now being created with the help of data science, and that has really given more insight into different games and experiences. So image recognition, you know, there are a lot of image recognition. For instance, by now, even in the health sector, you can look at the image of a particular disease, and you can use to predict that, okay, with this image now, by the time you build a model around those images that you have seen, you can predict. Once you see an image, you can be able to detect, okay, this, like malaria, like the blood stain images, you can use to predict malaria in any sector. So there are images, image recognition. Data science is actually doing wonders there. Recommender systems, data science is actually doing wonders there. You know, like this Netflix and Amazon for movies, you can predict. You know, when you get online, you are buying something, another thing is being recommended to you that are even similar. You might not have intention of buying, but because of recommendation, you want to go for it. All is about the work of data science. In logistics, data science there is no even domain that data science has not been used, and is being used in a in a maximum way. Almost every domain. In logistics, data science is being used. Fraud detections is being used. Internet search, speed recognition, data science is being used elaborately. Let me just say one or two things in this area to give us a case studies. For instance, in logistics, data science is used by logistic companies to optimize routes, to ensure faster delivery of products and increase operational efficiency. You know, you can maximize that. If you have this product, how did we go to deliver this product in a fast way? So data science can actually give us a predictive analysis in that perspective to be able to know what we should do. Even in fraud detection, you know, data science is actually being used in fraud detection. Target advertising. I think I've said something about target advertising. You can target who to advertise to at a particular time. You know, about the industry, you want to maximize your cost. So you don't want to advertise everybody. You want to advertise those people that will actually embrace it, where it will work. So you can analyze your customers, know them through the information that you have gotten from them. And you know, most times now when you go online on any e-transaction online now, the first thing is for you to submit some initial information. Capturing that, the essence of it is to know you. And by the time you are moving through on the website, you know, there's what we call clickstream data sets. They want to pick what you click per time, will be analyzed, and it can actually give them more information about you. There are some that will click through, they will not buy, you will know them. Nobody is monitoring anybody, but by the time you have left, they can actually go to your click streams, analyze, and know you better. So they can now target. You know, let me give an example now. I was once on Jumia. I was looking for a deep freezer on Jumia. But I noticed that throughout that day, throughout that week, anytime I visit online, they will always post fridge for me. There must always be fridge. Why? Because they capture my click streams on Jumia, and they have used it to master me, to personalize adverts for me and recommendation. So that is the work of data science. And currently, data science is working in that perspective. Also in augmented reality, data science is actually working in augmented reality, this area. So I think because of our time, I would like to take us to data science future needs. You know, in this era now, one thing we should understand is there are a lot of things that are happening and that will still happen. Data scientists, they are the, everybody wants to do data science because it's the in thing in career. But I would like to shock you. Very soon in the future, as we are going through, there's going to be a decline in this perspective because of artificial intelligence that is coming up. Artificial intelligence is actually automating, picking everything on automation, and intelligence is coming in. Also, maybe when we get there, I will expatiate more on that because it's coming. The perspectives of the skills will change in what we need to do, and it's good for us to be aware of that so that we can prepare for that time. Now, organization analyze themselves to grow, and data science in the future will be the largest field of study, but it's going to come in a new perspective. It's going to come with a new perspective of data science. So let's look at artificial intelligence in the future of data science. Artificial intelligence is a key component in the future of data science. Because in the future, AI will likely be the most powerful tool that data scientists will have to work with. They will work with it, they have to contend with it because it's going to take over so many things. And data science, we have to work with it. So artificial intelligence is already being used by business to make decisions and run their operations. So artificial intelligence will be used in real-world scenarios to use automated solutions to screen through massive volume of data to find patterns to help present firms make better decisions. A lot of things will come up that the perspective of data science that we have now, building model, when you have your model, you deploy your model, the scenario will change because of the era, because of the advent and the penetration of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So let's look at the machine learning. So machine learning, the driving force behind the future of data science. When you look at everything about data science that we are talking about, it's just trying to over around machine learning. So data science is a colossal pool of multiple data operations. Yes, this data operation also involve machine learning and statistics. So machine learning algorithms are very much dependent on data. So machine learning is the key contributor towards the future of data science. Anything that you are getting from data science now, you see, most of the models that we are using now, majority of the models is actually on the side of machine learning because of the new things that are coming. So data science is expanding due to the immense contribution made by machine learning. So what is flying data science now are the new research contexts that are coming to machine learning, new development, new algorithms, new insights that are coming to machine learning. So data science on its own cannot just relax and sit back as a field. It's actually being backed by some fields like machine learning and artificial intelligence. So what is making data science to triumph now is the penetration and the power of machine learning and artificial intelligence. That is why data science is actually triumph. So let's look at machine learning now. The area that machine learning is actually driving data science for the future. Now we have advanced personalization. So billions of users around the world are using smartphones, watches, as well as other electronic devices, And this is what is giving generation of data. Once the machine learning, artificial intelligence is coming with new IoT infrastructure, equipment, more of them are generating data and is given insights, to be able to analyze. Also, advanced search engine result to users. Machine learning algorithms are capable of making search results much more appealing to the users. So when the results are coming, before you search now, there are different algorithms that are coming every day. They are just working on it. There are innovations in research We want to see how this thing is coming. All is coming from the virtue of machine learning. And that is what actually, driving our data analysis. We want to analyze it because data are being generated through diverse means of machine learning. You can analyze them. You can get more insight to them. Also, we have code-free environments. With help of machine learning tools, softwares are evolving at the rate so that even when you are doing PhD now, you don't need to understand some depths. I was discussing with somebody now. He has developed a lot of things, in machine learning, doing data analysis, but the theoretical background of those algorithms, they don't even know it. So that means you don't need to go to the university before you do data analysis, because machine learning and artificial intelligence, they are making life easy now. There are libraries that you can just call in Python, and we do, when we started this analysis, you can write code, you can be on it, you can write code for 2 weeks. You might not even run. But now we don't do that because there are different opportunities in machine learning, code-free environments, or a tool can be used to actually do your analysis from beginning to the end. And also the quantum computing is an incoming, innovations into computing, whereby there is no data that you cannot run at once. Now, presently, we have issue. By the time you are running, you say, okay, maybe your system does not have the capacity. But the quantum computing that is coming now, there is no how large your data set is that you cannot run it. So it makes data analysis to be easy. Once you have the data, as data is increasing, the infrastructure, there are computing capacity that can be used through the invention from machine learning. So data science is actually, being derived by machine learning and artificial intelligence. And we should have this at the back of our mind that as this invention is coming every day, it's posing challenges on data scientists, because you need to grow as the inventions are coming. So let's look at this math question. I said, with so many advancements in technology and research, what does the future look like for data science? Beautiful. There will be more data, because there are sensors that are, you don't need to do survey now. There are sensors that are collecting data every time, and as the data is being generated, it's being sent onto the cloud. So there will be more data, more opportunities to do analysis, to derive insights. There will be more opportunities and improved tools. There will be more improved tools. So you don't need to know so much before you can analyze. There will be tools that can actually solve those problems for us very fast. So those are the things that, the machine learning research is bringing on board to enhance the strength of data science. And data science contribution to the future. It has contributed in the past, but in the future, we see more of it. More of it. Even a doctor can do analysis on his own, because the tool is available, the data set is available, so you can do the analysis yourself, and they are going to be free with less rigor. You can do all those analysis. You can do another, even in image recognition, in fraud detection, gaming, weather forecasting. In the future, all this will be major. There won't be any rigor. It will be major on the machine learning. It's like it will be riding on machine learning investment to be able to enhance data science. So let's look at scope of data science. The company's inability to handle data. We are collecting data every day. Definitely there is need for us to, now that data is the electricity that is powering the industrial base, so there will surely be the need for a data scientist. Revive data privacy now. It's giving most organizations, we are now conscious that we have data. You can't just play with your data. Even now, for you to fill a form online, everybody is careful, because data is anything now. They can use it to make anything. So everyone is being conscious about the data. Data science is constantly evolving. is constantly evolving. And the reason for the evolving of data science is because of the driving capacity of the machine learning. So you just have to, you cannot be a data scientist and you are just on the spot. You must try to flow along, to get skill along with the evolving of the machine learning. Yeah, let me just draw this. The future of data science. So the following are some data that speak to the future of data science. According to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, from 2021 to 2031, there is going to be a 36% increase in the number of data scientists employed. So, because data will be very much available, and machine learning and artificial intelligence, we actually rely on this. We see now, most of the software development that we are doing now, we are doing intelligent software now. And when you do your intelligent software, they are embedding data analysis under it. So you don't just do software development, it must be intelligent. Your AI now, it must be explainable AI. So everything is coming together. So definitely, data scientists will forever be needed, but perspectives will change. The market for data science platform is predicted to grow from 4.7 billion US in 2021 to 7.7 billion US dollars. You know, and due to the growing demand, average pay for data science is going to increase, because the perspective for the data science is going to change. So, as the automation of data science process, that is one of the changes we should be awaiting. There are all the processes that we do in data science, data capturing, data analysis. Artificial intelligence will bring them into automation, that they can automate the process. As the sensor is collecting the data set, NLP will be engaged to look at the problem, understand the problem, interpret the problem, throw it into automation, and the system begin to move. So that means there will be low code and no code platform. You know, this will grow and get adopted much faster most could even imagine. They can, everything be automated. Data science process automation. Because you are not collecting data from anywhere. Data is being generated directly. There are sensors that will collect data from the patient. There are sensors that will collect data from the, as you are entering the bank, they are collecting your data. Data is being linked up. So there is no need of collecting data. And once the analysis is done, you know, once artificial intelligence is being, you know, adopted into the process, it can interpret. It can actually do that. So automation of data science process is coming in future. We must be prepared for it. And a new era where it is no longer about building a model. It is about what you do with the model once you have it. So building a model will no longer be the in thing. What will be the in thing now is when you have the model, what do you do with it? And that is why data scientists will move from the perspective of model building. It will move to the perspective of reporting, communication, and making decisions from the reports, because everything be automated. You have the model building, you have your results. Now you have seen the results. That's why every data scientist now, they should build capacity in the domain where they want to stay, so that you can know more about this accounting. You must know more about the banking process, so that when you see the pattern in banking process, you should be able to understand what to use it for. When you see pattern in education, you should be able to know what the pattern should be, how to actually make inference from the pattern, because building model will no longer be the, so it will reduce the rigor in the process. So there will be a need to add a lot of cybersecurity to data science, because there will be the consciousness of data science, that cybersecurity is going to come up, because everything is going to be automated. The data is going to be moved online. So there is need that, so those are the things, the future needs that we need to try to work about in data science. It's a data science are likely to face an increased prevalence of cloud computing. It will no longer be our desktop analysis, because data is being generated directly by sensors and is going up. So we might need to do our analysis on cloud computing. So you need to understand the cloud computing in addition to your data science skill, as the future is going to speak. I said the work of data scientists will become much more operationalized. That is, in part by organization employing new set of tools that are able to capture the workflow of data scientists and their best practices, and quickly and easily train the enterprise on those best practices. What I'm trying to say there is that the era that is coming in the future now, all the processes that we are getting involved in data analysis, that is giving us the rigor, when it is automated. So organization might not really want to get those, you don't need to do that again, which we have seen in the automations. When the automation came now, there are so many people, maybe in an office to have about 3 people, they can reduce it to 1 person to manage. It's all about artificial intelligence that is coming up. So the skill that data science use to perform their work will change. The skill will change. As the coding and AI become more and more essential, then we will go back to the era of coding. Because what we are going to be coding now is not the coding for, you can just call it, a tool can do every job for you, but you need to get more along with your AI to be able to fix yourself in as a data scientist, as the future is going to speak. So impact of quantum computing on data science. So we need to gain more knowledge in quantum computing. If you actually want to know, you want to fix yourself as, being relevant as data scientists in the future. So it's meeting the need of the future. So there are technical skills that we need and non-technical skills that we need. Statistics and probability skill, mathematical skill, programming skill, data inquisitiveness, business expertise, communication skill, and teamwork will also be needed. Those are the skills that we need to get prepared for. And you must have domain knowledge. Domain knowledge is going to be very, very essential as the future, demands. That the domain knowledge is going to be very, very essential if you want to be relevant as data scientists in the future. In conclusion, data science is one of the most innovative fields in modern world. So it provides the best suggestion for tackling the challenges faced by increasing demand and a sustainable future. So the necessity for a data scientist is expanding along with the importance of data science. So data scientists are the world future, but there must be capacity. There's going to be, a variance in capacity building. So data science must therefore be able to offer excellent solutions that address the problem in an industry. So to conclude, why the need for data scientists is likely to continue to grow in the year ahead. The term data scientists might become less common in the future. There'll be need for them, but it might be less common because of changing in perspectives and the need. So this is because as data becoming increasingly pervasive, the need for dedicated data scientists may diminish because of the automation that is coming on board. So instead, organizations may increasingly rely on subject matter experts who are comfortable working with data. Subject matter experts that can actually run the automation of the analysis and still having understanding of the insight into the data. So these experts may use data to inform their decision making, but they will not be primarily focused on the data because everything about data is going to go on automation. But you need to be able to look at the data, look at the pattern, and gain insight and make a very smart decision in that area. So certainly the need for data science, so combine technical skill in the area like statistics, computer science, with demand expertise in area like marketing and science, we grow. So this combination of skill will allow data scientists not only make sense of complex data, but also develop creative solutions to problems that will be otherwise intractable. So therefore, creativity will become one of the key skills of great data scientists, creativity. So that is what will be the demand for the future. Creativity is going to be the demand for the future for the data science. And the future of data science as a profession is unclear. A new technology change the responsibilities of data scientists. So it may also soon change the nature of the job. So the nature of the job is going to change because AI, machine learning is actually coming on board and the old orientation is changing. So I would like to rest my case here. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you very much. And this is a very highly insightful. In fact, almost all the questions that I've written down, you've been able to answer them. But however, and I believe that some of the participants are already preparing their questions. It's time for us to ask Professor one or two questions on this matter. We are preparing our questions, Ma. So I have this question about this, the future of machine learning. In fact, the future of data science, and you've expatiated, you've explained what we are currently doing now for us. My question now is, what could be the key challenges that a data scientist will face as they are working with this increasingly large and complex data sets? Just want to know what could be the challenge, that they will face in the future. Like you said, the data is going to be growing. In fact, nobody's even collecting. It's more or less like everything is just collecting data on their own. So what are the challenges that we may possibly face when it comes to these large and complex data sets?
Thank you. I can respond to that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, as I've rightly said, in the future, one of the challenges that will have been is the computation facilities, equipment, technologies. But quantum computing is coming now, is even available now, that can actually allow the processes of any rate or anything to be done faster. But one of the challenges that we now begin to face is the skill. Skill is one of the challenges that we are going to face, because what we are doing now is to get data, run the data, build a model, clean our data. All those things might not be in the future because they can actually be automated. But the skill now is going to be domain skill. It's going to be one of the challenges, because if I want to employ a data scientist for my hospital, you must have medical knowledge of that particular. So when you see anything, you should understand what it means, because the system is doing the model for you. All you need to see is to look at the insight and make inference. So one major challenge I see in the future is the skill. There are needs to build capacity along with the technology involvement. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Very clear. So, as a data scientist, right now, if you still want to be relevant in future, you really need to work on, capacity building. You need to give yourself the skill to understand how to solve the problem. Thank you very much, ma. People, I don't know if we have anybody with question. Can you just raise up your hand so that we can quickly take your question? Anybody? Let me go through the chat. Okay, someone is raising up his hand. Please, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, good afternoon, Ma, and good afternoon, everybody. My name is Oluwatosin, and once again, I want to thank you for the insightful class. It was so much simplified. So my question is just direct, and it's centered around data mining and data extraction. I want to understand if there's a difference between mining data and extracting it. And the reason for this question is because we had an assessment a few weeks back, and one of the questions was about data mining and data extraction. And for me, I believe there's a difference. So from your own point of view, I want to understand, although the answer to that question stated that they mean the same thing. And I think for data science students, they can probably make reference to that question. So I want to know if there is a difference between you mining a data and then extracting data. Because for me, I believe there is a difference based on the output you get from the process. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Let me start from data mining. Data mining is not a method. It's a feed. It's a feed. It's a feed in computer science that has to do with a lot of methods and techniques and algorithms. So one of what we do in data mining is extraction. Extraction is a process in data mining. Yes, extraction is a process in data mining. So let me go back to data extraction. So data extraction simply, when you have your data set now, when you are processing your data, there are just many things that we do. The first thing you want to do is that you want to do data selection. So know the data that are relevant to your process. If you are making prediction or you are doing classification, you want to look at the relevant data based on your label variable that have correlation with your label variable. Now, coming down to extraction, extraction actually extraction can generate new attributes for you. There are different methods of extraction. I will give one or two. In data extraction, for instance, now, I can extract date of birth from my data set. I don't have date of birth, but date of birth is needed, but I have age. So I can extract date of birth from it. So extraction is majorly bringing up new features from existing feature. And it is still not, disorganize your features capacity. That is extraction. You are extracting data from existing data. You are extracting attribute from existing attributes. So I can extract date of birth from age. So I've added another attribute to my attributes. You can extract a lot of things from your data set, from your data features. That is extraction. But when we talk about data mining is a feed. We have different methods also. In data mining, we do clustering. In data mining, we do association rule. So it depends on what you want to do. It depends on the problem that will now determine the method that you're going to use. If the only thing you want to do is you want to do extraction, so you can use extraction. There are different extraction methods that you can use. So actually, they are not actually the same thing. But the only thing we do most time is, because what we are doing is data mining, and the method that the process that we are doing is extraction. So we call it, I'm doing data mining. No, they are not the same thing. Data mining is a family name, it's a feed, where extraction is just a process. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I can see Ngozi and Mbaka's hand up. Ngozi, please, let's hear you first, then take our Mbaka. Quickly, please. You can unmute, go ahead.
Okay, I can unmute. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry, I joined in so late. It was during the period when you were rounding up that I joined. I'm not a data analyst and I don't plan to, but I have a question. I don't know how relevant it is to what you have taught from the little that I've heard. I am someone who is trying to move into a new career, HR precisely. I want to believe that you said some professions is going to phase out, unlike data analysis. So my question is, HR at some point uses data to analyze some of the information to make decisions. Do you think it will be they will still be as relevant as data analysts, since they need these data to be able to make a decision in their own field?
Thank you. Yes,
You're welcome.
as I've said today, in the future now, an HR personnel, based on the new technology that are coming up, an HR will be able to do analysis on its own. And since you know your field very well, you should be able to interpret your data and make decisions with it. Are you getting it? Because what you cannot do now is to be able to carry out the data analysis process. But in the future, if the process is automated, all you need to do is to do click and get your output. Then you'll be able to interpret it. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
So in the future, HR will still be relevant.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Abubakar, let's quickly have you. Then I have two other questions here in the chat. After Abubakar, I'll read them out. Then, okay. Abubakar, please go ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Prof, for the beautiful presentation. Good afternoon, everybody. My question is more or less tangential to your discussion. In those days, we used to have this course, statistics, and we have statisticians. So I want to know, where does a statistician fall in this world of data science and emerging AI and machine learning? That's the question, Prof. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. You know, before data science came, what we are doing is discrete analysis and statistical analysis, and we are getting to go. Even data science also work with statistics analysis, which is actually giving insight. But we noticed that few years back now, 3 decades back now, everything is tilting towards machine learning and artificial intelligence. And statistics cannot be taken away from machine learning. You can't take it away. You can't take it away. It's still part of it. But everybody must begin to build capacity. You don't just stay with statistics. You build capacity also in those areas so that you can actually fix yourself to be relevant even in your field of statistics. That is what everything is all about now.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof. There's this question by Dr. Tai Oyekon in the chat. The person is asking a question saying, population sensors characteristically generated voluminous data sets. How can we adapt data science to the process of data generation and analysis, noting the unique attributes of population data such as age, gender, location? Then he has the second question that how will data science concepts work with agribusiness and agro-allied applications? So, Prof, the first question is how do we adapt data, this data we are generating from population sensors, how do we adapt it to process of data generation and noting unique attributes such as age, gender, and location?
Yes, thank you. Well, for sensor, that data that we have can speak a lot. For instance, if they want to do government allocation, you can run through these statistics, these data sets now, and know which region we have people of this age. You don't need to go to a place where we want to do anything. Maybe for instance, I have the statistics now, and I want to run a new business for the youth. Your data set can tell me where to actually build my tent. I can gain it from this data set because the age is there. If I want to do woman support anything, maybe I want to do woman something that they always do in this woman something. You want to do it. Your data you have here can actually give you the direction of where to go. For instance, if I want to look at maybe the age from one level to this particular age, I want to know where we have majority of this age brackets. Your data set will give me. So I don't need anybody. All we need to do is to direct our energy towards where we have the majority and go and do it. Your data set can do it. Even gender. You can know in a particular state the type of the majority of the sex, the majority of the age, you can give us those. Those are the explorative analysis. And beyond that, in your data set, you can actually know the relationship between the attributes. So there are a lot of things you can do. It's only depending on what you are looking for. Most times we don't just explore the data. It's the problem that you have, what you want that will determine how you are going to dig your data set. It's what you want to do that determine how you dig your data. But the data, no matter how small, the 2 attributes, 3 attributes, you can speak a lot using different techniques and methods. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. Let me take one more person so that we can,
The second question.
The second question is the agribusiness and agro-allied operations. How do we use data science concepts there?
Yeah, data science has been used widely in agriculture. For instance, now, we don't just plant again. You don't just plant. There is no trial by error in planting, especially when you want to do large-scale planting. The first thing you do is that you can take your data samples of that particular, take history of the planting on that plantation. And based on the history, you can know which type of product or which type of something that we actually try on that particular land. You do it. Even the infrastructures, the methods that we use, you can actually know which one is going to be useful in that area. So we don't just do agriculture as anything again. Even apply ordinary fertilizer. You don't just apply. You take your investigation to understand, okay, which one is working before you apply, because everything you are doing now is targeting transaction. You target your transaction based on the knowledge that you have acquired. So it's relevant that there are so many literatures in that area in agriculture that people are published using data science processes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. This is very clear. Our time is moving so fast, and it has been a very wonderful moment, Everybody in the house, everybody in the meeting now knows already that yes, data science is the petrol, is our fuel at this moment. And like you said, Ma, that's the future too. We need to equip ourselves and get ourselves ready to be able to solve problems that are related to the field, have more knowledge about it. Thank you very much, Ma. It is so great. I'm so sorry, we will not be able to take, some other question more. I think at this point, I would love to hand over to the team. Thank you. Yeah, hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Hello.
Mr. Chris, are you here?
Yes. Good afternoon or good evening. Yeah, sorry, I was having a network challenge. Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you, Professor Lufonke, for the wonderful insights you've shared for us as regards data science and all the exposures we need. Of course, I know they say data is the new oil. And thank you also, Amos, for the wonderful moderation. Okay, so my name is Christopher Lawal, the head of admissions, Rome Business School. And what we do here is to equip professionals with the skill set needed to thrive and take on the challenges of the 21st century business place, giving that spark of creativity and innovation. And the Master in Data Science is one of our master's program, for professionals within this space and those looking to switch career. Of course, like I said earlier, whatever you're doing right now, you just need a knowledge of data science, whether to analyze market trends, and of course, to get insight and making data-driven decisions. Okay, so it's a wonderful program that exposes you with the skill set you need within this space. We also have other master's program. They are tailored to different areas of business. Okay, to meet your need. And we have faculty members, industry experts with a lot of experience to walk you through this learning journey, okay? So Rome Business School also uses this medium, which we call the Business Leadership Development Program, as a way to enlightening our current students, and of course, those looking to kickstart their program, especially the forthcoming intake for the October 2023, to prepare you. It's the first stage of preparing you to become a global business leader. And this webinar is one of those activities to keep you engaged and start getting value. Okay, so rounding up the application for the October intake. Okay, so this month is the last month, and seats are filling fast. So if you're still not yet enrolled, or you're still thinking about it, I think the best time to do a master is now. Okay, so you have to launch in and take advantage of all the opportunities and the networking that getting a master from a business school, gives to you. Okay, so there are other benefits also. We have the international experience. That's a study tour and boot camps to Rwanda, Kigali, and also to Rome. Okay, so all of this exposes you, gives you insights, understanding business ecosystem from another environment, okay, and also gives you opportunity to network and take advantages of the different professionals you'll be meeting. So the program is packed, and at the end of the day, you are equipped with the skill sets you need. Okay, so for those looking to join us, you can send us a mail to enrollment@romebusinessschool.ng, enrollment@romebusinessschool.ng, or you can also send us a mail to info@romebusinessschool.ng, info@romebusinessschool.ng. Okay, so you can drop if you have further questions, and you can drop that via our email, and an advisor will definitely reach out to you. Okay, so like I said, time waits for nobody. Okay, if you need to go further, you need to go further. Then you need to get a master to be able to bridge the divide. Thank you very much for listening. And I also appreciate you once again, Professor Olufunke, for the wonderful insights. And also thank you, Amos, for the wonderful moderation. Sarah, over to you now.
All right, Mr. P, thank you so much. Professor Olufunke, thank you so much for gracing our workshop today. We really appreciate. Is it possible for us to get the slide for today's presentation?
Yes, yes. Can I send it to you?
Okay. All right. So for those asking, you can reach out to your advisor to share that with you. And also, Mr. Amos, thank you so much for moderating today. You really gave life to today's workshop. Those who are requesting for attendance is currently on. If you're still having issues, you may need to log out and log back in order to be able to see the attendance. And also, some people were requesting for the recording. Please do well to go on YouTube and follow Rome Business School channel. This workshop is going to be shared on our YouTube page, so you may want to check that out. That is all from me. Thank you all so much for joining. I am hoping to see you in the next. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Ma. Bye.
Bye.
The attendance is still on. The attendance is still on. So if you cannot see it, you may need to log out and log back in. The attendance is still on.